In this video, I'm going to share with you 3 misconceptions spiritual people believe. So if you ever felt stuck or confused on your spiritual journey, this might be exactly what you need to hear. I'm Limor and I'm your hidden empowerment coach, and my mission is to help you overcome any emotional challenge in order for you to live the life you well deserve to live. Okay, let's get into it. 3 misconceptions about spirituality, and at the end of the video, I'm going to share with you a bonus one. Okay, I walk in the spiritual path for many years, and I've fallen for those misconceptions as well. So I'm going to share with you 3 myths that spiritual people have. Just before we start, spirituality, it's not about the sunshines and rainbows and crystals, right? It sometimes get a little messy, and that's okay. Okay, so the first misconception is that you have to be happy all the time, right? You have to be cheerful and happy and excited 24/7, but it's impossible, right? Being spiritual, it's about embracing all parts of yourselves, all aspects of yourself, the light and also the shadow. Think of it like a plant. When a plant grows, it grows through the dirt, right, to reach the light. So you're going to feel dirty from time to time, and that's okay. So you don't have to be happy. Spirituality is all about the awareness. So whatever you're feeling at this moment, it's perfect. You just have to be aware to your feelings. So this is the first one. You don't have to be happy all the time. It's okay not to be happy. So this leads me to the second misconception, is that you are not allowed to have negative emotions, right? There's like an unspoken rule in the spiritual community that you're not allowed to be angry or to be upset, right? It's not spiritual. And you have to be like Zen all the time, right? No. Like I said, spirituality, it's all about the awareness. So you're allowed to feel angry or sad or upset with anyone, with yourself. It's okay. Those feelings, those emotions are valid, right? So stop shaming yourself for having those emotions, right? Because you are a spiritual being, but you are on this physical plane, and it's only natural because we have nerves, and so this is just natural for you to feel negative emotions. But you can, when you're feeling the negative emotions, you can handle it in 2 ways. You can first, like I said, you be aware, and you can start to watch your negative emotions. Just be the observer, right? This is going to place you in the present moment, right? And another thing that you can do, you just can acknowledge this emotion and then replace it with an opposite thought, right? Like if you have a negative thought, you can acknowledge it, see it, and say, okay, thank you, and then replace it with a more negative, positive one. And the third thing that you can do when you have a negative emotions, if you're noticing that it happens on a consistent basis, you can ask yourself, why am I so triggered? What is this trigger is trying to tell me? Sometimes it's a side effect of something that inside of us that just need to be acknowledged, sometimes of some kind of trauma or negative experience that we haven't fully allowed ourselves to feel, right? So this is the second misconception. And the third misconception is that you have to be nice to everyone and you have to be understanding all the time, right? Otherwise, you're not spiritual. But being a spiritual person, it's not about being a doormat. And for many times I myself experience those experiences that I force myself to be nice and to be kind. But sometimes the best thing to do is being nice to yourself. And sometimes being nice to yourself is standing up for yourself and treat yourself with self-respect, right? I'm not saying to be disrespectful for everyone, but sometimes if someone treats you with disrespect or something like that, you can leave or you can answer and you can stand up for yourself. It doesn't mean that you're not spiritual or you're not a good person, right? So stop judging yourself, okay? So now I'm going to share the bonus one. The bonus one is the misconception that spirituality is all about the chakras and crystals, right? I love a good crystal. I love crystals. But you have to remember that crystals, it's just a tool, right? Because being spiritual, it's not about using the tools. It's about doing the inner work and the awareness. Like crystal is just a tool to amplify energy, right? To protect us or to attract more positive things into our life. But it doesn't replace the inner work that you have to do. And you have sometimes just to sit down with yourself and look at aspects that you don't want to acknowledge. But there's a difference. It's okay to feel those emotions, but at the same time, you have to be aware to those emotions and to do the inner work and to ask yourself what are those emotions are trying and want to tell you, so that you can fix them once and for all. It's not that you're broken, but you know what I mean? You have to fix those reactions and response that you have so many times to the same experience. So it's all about the awareness. Everything that you experience is perfectly fine. All right, so let's recap. You don't have to be positive all the time. You can embrace any kind of emotion you might be feeling, and you don't have to be nice all the time. It's okay to stand up for yourself, and it's not about the tools, it's about the awareness and the inner work. So I hope you enjoyed this video, and you can comment below about what is your misconception about spirituality. And I'm going to link here a video to signs that you are experiencing spiritual awakening. So check out this video right here. And I'm going to wish you a lovely rest of your day. And I'm going to see you in the next video. Bye-bye.